Okay, now I assume that you know about GraphQL, what GraphQL is, what it is used for, and some of the benefits of GraphQL. Before going into the tutorial, I have some tutorials on Node.js, React.js and PHP. If you want to learn more about web development, you can follow this tutorial. You see some of the vanilla JavaScript tutorial, Node.js, basic to advanced. Those are some of the playlists you can follow to become a professional web developer. If you want to learn more about web development, if you have any kind of requested videos, you can let me know in the comment section. Okay, enough marketing, let's get into the tutorial. At first, in my desktop I am going to create a new folder with name of MEVN stack GraphQL. This MEVN means M stand for MongoDB, E stand for Express, V stand for vuejs, and N stand for Nodejs. And we are going to use GraphQL with Nodejs. If you don't want to use vuejs, that's totally fine. You can still follow this tutorial. At first part, I am going to make GraphQL API using Node.js, and in my second part where I will develop front-end, there I am going to use vuejs. If you want to use React or Angular, that's totally fine. You can still follow this tutorial. You can watch how to fetch data by using fetch API from vuejs. You can do the same thing in your React app and Angular app. Okay, let's open this folder with Visual Studio Code. This is the IDE I am going to use for this tutorial. If you want to, I recommend this IDE or this text editor. If you want to use some others, then that's totally fine. It's totally up to you. And let's open project folder. I have created it inside desktop, so let's use it. Yes. Okay, in here I am going to create two more folder, that is server and another one is client. This is for front end and server is for Node.js. Okay, now let's open integrated terminal from your Visual Studio Code. Just go to view and where is terminal? Here it is, view. Okay, I am on another directory. You should not be in this directory. Go to desktop. And by the way, I am going to use Linux as my operating system. All those things will going to work same on your Windows operating system. So don't be panic with it. You just need to change directory to desktop and the folder where you have made. Okay, now we are on the folder Manstack GraphQL. Now change directory to server Initialize Node Js Project with npm init. Okay, let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, package name will be stack GraphQL. Okay, version by default it is on, entry point by default it is index.js. That's totally okay with me. Okay, that's totally fine. Now inside our server we'll have a package.json. Okay, actually we have to make a yes. Okay, here it is. This is our package.json. Here I am going to create our index file, index.js, and I am going to use few packages. At first npm install .env, sorry, this should be .env, and concurrently distro is dev dependency, so make a dash d with the uppercase. And next we'll have to install express mongoose. One more thing I forgot to install, that is nodemon. So nodemon. Okay, now let's install express. Okay, that's all for now we have to install. Okay, that's all for now we have to install. Let's make few script. At first script will be our backend and nodemon in index.js. Okay, so let's run this script. npm run backend. Okay, it's running. Now inside index, let's create a express server. I have a snippet, so I don't have to run the whole thing. I don't have to write the whole thing. I can just write like this. Let me show you that snippet. Preference, go to snippet, user snippets, JavaScript, JSON. Here it is. Okay, when I just type express and press type, this code will be automatically generated. Okay, those are the snippet you can see. Just pause the video, you can write this snippet by yourself. Okay, next let's create a simple get request. Okay, let's connect to database. I have installed MongoDB on my machine. If you haven't installed it, then you can use MongoDB Atlas. That is very easy to use. If you don't know how to connect with MongoDB Atlas, then I have a tutorial how to connect with MongoDB Atlas. You can find in the link in the description of this video. Okay, but in this video we are going to use localhost. That means I have installed MongoDB locally, so we are going to use that. So for Linux user, you have to run a command to start MongoDB. If you are a Windows user, you don't have to run any kind of command, something like that. You can just follow the next step. Okay, once you run the command, you will be asked for password. Okay, let's check it. Just type mongo on your terminal. You see it is connected, and this is our host. Okay, let me copy this and exit this, Ctrl C. Okay, now I'm going to create a config folder. Inside config, I'll have a file with name of .env. Here we are going to keep all of our secret data. Okay, mongo underscore URI is equal, and we also need a port number. Port number will be 4000. This is the port we are using, process.env.port, but we need to set up .env. For that, we just need to require .env. Sorry, .env.config path will be /config / name of the file, that is .env. Okay, now let's connect with our MongoDB. This is another snippet for connecting with MongoDB. You see, I just use the Mongo URI from this .env file. Okay, this is the URI. You can keep it here, but I'm going to make it more secure, so I just use .env file, save it, and let's run it. npm run backend. It's saying mongoose is not defined. We have to define mongoose. I think I haven't installed mongoose, so I have to run the command mongoose. It will take few seconds to install mongoose. It's depend on your internet connection and your computer speed. Okay, now you see server is running on 4000 and MongoDB is connected. This is the callback function. Once the MongoDB is connected successfully, it will show us this message. Okay.